In the mid-2000s, the burgeoning digital frontier was characterized by a chaotic, almost subterranean distribution of media. The Wild West of the internet saw traditional media conglomerates, the guardians of legacy television and cinema, watching with trepidation as platforms like YouTube and various peer-to-peer file-sharing services began to decentralize their once unassailable control over content. It was within this climate of existential disruption that an unlikely alliance was forged. In 2007, NBCUniversal and News Corporation, the then parent of Fox, abandoned their historical rivalry to form a joint venture, a project initially dubbed Clown Company by skeptics who believed that a collaborative, studio-sanctioned streaming platform was destined for failure. This venture, eventually named Hulu, a word derived from Mandarin Chinese, signifying both a holder of precious things and interactive recording, was a strategic counteroffensive. Under the inaugural leadership of Jason Kilar, an Amazon veteran, Hulu was designed to prove that the internet could be more than a repository for low-resolution clips. It could be a premium theater. When the platform launched its public beta in March 2008, it offered something revolutionary: high-quality, full-length episodes of current television hits, available for free with limited, non-skippable advertising. This ad-supported model became Hulu's first major contribution to the digital lexicon, demonstrating that the television business model could be successfully ported into a browser window. The early years of Hulu were defined by a complex, shifting board of directors as more titans sought a seat at the table. In 2009, the Walt Disney Company joined the consortium, bringing the weight of ABC and Disney Channel content to the library. However, the tripartite ownership of NBC, Fox, and Disney created a unique corporate tension. While Netflix was pivoting into a global aggregator of third-party licenses, Hulu was the industry's own, a curated garden where the networks could control their own digital destinies. This tension manifested in the 2010 launch of Hulu Plus, a subscription tier that allowed the company to diversify its revenue streams, moving away from a purely ad-supported model to embrace the burgeoning subscription video on demand, SVOD market. As the 2010s progressed, Hulu evolved from a mere digital DVR into a powerhouse of original prestige programming. The watershed moment arrived in 2017 with the release of The Handmaid's Tale. It was a historic achievement. Hulu became the first streaming service to win the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Drama Series, beating out both traditional cable networks and its formidable rival, Netflix. This signaled that the joint venture had successfully transitioned into a creative force capable of defining the cultural zeitgeist. The most profound shift in Hulu's history, however, occurred not on the screen, but in the boardroom. The landscape of American media was fundamentally altered by the 2019 acquisition of 21st Century Fox by Disney. This transaction gave Disney a 60% controlling interest in Hulu. Shortly thereafter, Warner Media, now Warner Bros. Discovery, sold its minority stake back to the company, and an agreement was reached with Comcast, NBCUniversal's parent, to eventually relinquish its remaining interest. By 2024, the cycle of consolidation was complete. Disney moved to fully integrate Hulu into its overarching ecosystem, launching the Hulu on Disney Plus initiative. This merger represented the end of an era, the transition of Hulu from a scrappy, multi-parent experiment into a core pillar of one of the world's largest media empires. Today, as Hulu stands as a fully integrated brand within the Disney portfolio, its history serves as a definitive case study in corporate adaptation. It moved from a defensive clown company to a prestige pioneer, proving that in the digital age, the holder of precious things must also be a master of constant evolution.